Hello, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another Europa League prediction video. As you all probably know, this is the final match day of the group stages. We already covered the Champions League match day 6 predictions. Now, it's time to look at all the Europa League matchups coming up. This all determines where each of these teams will place in the group. Let me know your predictions as always in the comments below. Leave an early like. Let's get straight into it. Starting off with Sparta Prague versus Brøndby. Both these teams are sitting at 3rd and 4th in their group. Brøndby still looking for their first win. Can they escape that 4th place spot, or will Sparta Prague potentially grab 2nd over Rangers? The goal differentials is pretty different though, so Rangers probably will grab 2nd. You know, Brøndby have been putting decent fights here and there, but I'm going to give it to Sparta Prague. I think they're going to win this match 2-0. Simple win for the Czech side. Now for Antwerp versus Olympiacos. Olympiacos in 2nd, Antwerp in 4th. Antwerp looking for their first win, similar to Brøndby. Olympiacos trying to clinch that first place spot over Frankfurt. Obviously, Frankfurt's result all depends on that as well. Antwerp put off some decent results in the earlier Europa League, but in this one, they've just been a bit disappointing. I'm going to have to give it to Olympiacos here. I think they'll get a decent 3-1 win against the Belgian side. Now for the other match in this group, Fenerbahce versus Frankfurt. Fenerbahce a bit decent here and there, but they still only got 1 win, 2 draws, sitting at 3rd, and Frankfurt, yeah, they're in 1st as we all know. Frankfurt haven't lost a Europa League match yet. Could they get their first loss against the Turkish club? Personally, I think the German side will be motivated to get their win here. I mean, they haven't lost yet. They need to clinch that first place spot because Olympiacos could potentially take it from them. You know what? I'm going to go for an absurd high-scoring match here. I'll say Frankfurt grab the win 4-2. Pretty unlikely to happen, but screw it. That's what I'm going for. We'll see. Now for SK Sturm Graz versus Monaco. Monaco in a decent first place spot. PSV could potentially take that away from them only if SK Sturm Graz pull off a decent result against Monaco. But Monaco haven't lost it in the Europa League. They've been very impressive so far. Lots of people are doubting this side, and you know what? First seems pretty likely for them right now. Although SK Sturm Graz are the clear underdogs here, you know, I think they'll put off a good fight, make it exciting, but Monaco will get the win at the end of the day. I'm going to say it finishes 2-1 for Monaco. Now for Napoli versus Leicester City. This group, everything's super tight and up for the air. Leicester in 1st with 8 points. Spartak Moscow in 2nd with 7. Napoli in 3rd with 7. And Legia Warsaw with 6 in 4th. This match can really go either way. Both sides have slipped a bit in the Europa League, respectfully. In terms of their domestic leagues, though, Napoli have been looking way more consistent than Leicester. So many people are probably predicting that Napoli comes on top, especially if they're at home. But lots of twists can happen here. You know, if this side draws and Spartak Moscow beat Legia Warsaw, then Spartak Moscow takes that first place spot from both of them. I think there'll be a winner at the end of the day from this match, and I'm gonna give it to Napoli. I'm gonna say this is a high-scoring, interesting battle, finishing 3-2 for the Italian side. I won't be surprised though if Leicester come out on top. Really a 50-50 gamble here. I wouldn't be betting on this match for real, but yeah, I'll give it to Napoli. Now for Lyon versus Rangers. Despite Stevie G just leaving Rangers, they still haven't been doing badly for themselves. They actually beat Sparta Prague in the Europa League last match day 2-0, and they might be super motivated to get a win here because yeah, this determines if they can clinch that 2nd place spot. Lyon already secured a spot to the next round. Might not be super motivated, but at the same time, they might want to go out with 6 wins in the group stage. Damn, this could be an interesting one for sure. Will Lyon play a lot of their subs and possibly let Rangers get away with this one? I'm going to say due to the fact that Rangers could have a lot of motivation here, this one finishes in a draw. I'll say it finishes 1-1. Now for Legia Warsaw versus Spartak Moscow. Like I said, this group is super neck and neck. Point gap close to none. Legia Warsaw with an incredible start, but now they're slipping a bit. Spartak Moscow were able to beat Napoli recently. Will Legia Warsaw make a comeback here after their poor run on form? They also have been a bit shaky in their own domestic league. I'm going to say Spartak Moscow come out with the win here. It's going to be a narrow 2-1 win for the Russian side. We'll see. Now for a highly anticipated match here, Real Sociedad versus PSV. Many people are banking that PSV do well in this. As said in my other Europa League prediction videos, I was called foolish for putting them in 3rd. This match determines it all though. They could potentially get 1st, they could stay at 2nd, or they even could finish 3rd, like I said. I really could see this one going either way. Real Sociedad have been doing a bit of slipping themselves recently. Getting a draw to SK Sturm Graz. They could be sharing the same amount of points with PSV right now if it weren't for that. But if they grab the win, it won't matter because they'll have more points than them at the end. Ooh, this is a tough one. You know, Real Sociedad haven't been in the most consistent form lately. I know that. But you know what? I gotta back my original group stage prediction video here. I gotta give Real Sociedad the win. They obviously won't be finishing first as I predicted, but something tells me I gotta back this up where PSV finished third. Not saying I want it to happen. I just have a feeling this one might be right, even though most people are banking on PSV. I'm gonna give Real Sociedad the win. A narrow 2-1 victory for the Spanish side. Good luck to both these teams. Now, for Ferencváros versus Bayer Leverkusen. Ferencváros, ooh, they've been terrible. 5 losses, 0 wins, 0 draws. And Bayer Leverkusen in first with no losses, just 1 draw and 4 wins. Bayer Leverkusen essentially secured that first place spot, and I don't see the motivation being super high, but I still see him coming out with the win at the end of the day. I'm saying they get a simple 2-0 win against Ferencváros. I wish I could skip this one right now. West Ham versus Dinamo Zagreb. This group's complicated. West Ham already secured that first place spot. They bossed this group. Obviously, we all predicted that. Dinamo Zagreb sit at second with 7 points, but Genk is only 2 points behind them with 5 points. And then Rapid Wien in last with 3. So Rapid Wien's out of the question. But Genk, if they beat Rapid Wien in this match day, we're f***ed. Unless we somehow get a win against West Ham, but, you know, it's looking unlikely. Although West Ham might not be super motivated, they'll probably be playing a lot of their bench players since they already secured that first place spot. But you know what? Dinamo Zagreb have not been in good form lately. They just lost to Hajduk Split at home 2-0. And in the Croatian Cup quarterfinal, they lost to Rijeka 3-1. And in the last Europa League fixture, they drew with Genk 1-1. They really put themselves in a tough situation here. I want to be hopeful and say Dinamo Zagreb get a massive win against West Ham, similar to what they did against Tottenham, but I just cannot see it based on the run of form they've been in. And West Ham have been terrific. Even if they play a lot of their sub players, I still see them coming out on top. I hate to say it. I think West Ham will win this match 2-0. Dinamo Zagreb, prove me wrong. Please do what you can to get the win. But hey, if they can't do it, and then Genk beat Rapid Wien, we simply don't deserve it. It's just the truth. A hopeful scoreline would be 2-1 for Dinamo Zagreb, but yeah, I gotta stick with West Ham winning this one 2-0. All right, let's ditch that match. Just talking about it makes me nervous. We're gonna go on to Marseille versus Lokomotiv Moscow. Both of these teams have still not grabbed a win yet. Marseille with 4 draws, 1 loss. Lokomotiv Moscow with 2 draws and 3 losses. This is simply a battle to see who doesn't finish last. I'm gonna give it to Marseille. I think they'll grab their first win here. It's not gonna be the prettiest. I'll say it's a simple 1-0 win. Now for Ludogorets versus Midtjylland. Ooh, things are tight in this group as well. Ludogorets, they're screwed. 1 point, nothing. They're done. Even if they win this match. But they could potentially bring Midtjylland down, as Midtjylland are in 3rd right now, but they're only 1 point behind Braga and 2 points behind Crvena Zvezda. It would be massive if Midtjylland gets the win because they could potentially grab 2nd place. But you know what? I'm going to say Ludogorets hold them back, and it's going to finish in a 0-0 draw. Could be unlikely. Midtjylland, the favorites right now, but I see Ludogorets making one more impact to this table. We'll see. Now for Celtic versus Real Betis. Celtic are definitely stuck at 3rd no matter what happens. I feel like the motivation won't be very high between either of these teams, but I still think Real Betis will get the win at the end of the day. I'm going to go for an exciting scoreline here though. 3-2. Now this matchup is massive. Braga versus Crvena Zvezda. As said, Crvena Zvezda in first with 10 points, while Braga in second with 9. Crvena Zvezda beat this side in the first match day, which was incredible. Can they do it again? I'm rooting for you, Crvena Zvezda. I really am. But you know what? I'm going to say this one finishes in a draw. 1-1. But hey, if that happens, Crvena Zvezda will qualify for the next round. I could potentially see Braga making the comeback, but I feel like Crvena Zvezda will do whatever they can to defend well. Yeah, I'm going to shoot for that 1-1 result. We'll see though. Now for Lazio versus Galatasaray. Galatasaray are in first. Lazio right behind them with 8 points. If Lazio manage to get the win though, they will grab that first place spot from them though. They'll have the same amount of points after that, and Lazio will have a better goal differential record from them because right now it's currently the same. The Galatasaray fans have been getting on me lately from my original Europa League predictions. Fair play, they've been terrific so far. Can they get their first loss against Lazio, who were supposed to be one of the favorites in this group? Personally, I see it happening. I'm going for a 1-0 win for Lazio, which would be crazy, emotional for both sides, but hey, they'll both qualify at the end of the day. So good luck to both of them. We'll see what happens. Battle for first place. It'll be massive. Now for Genk versus Rapid Wien, the match which determines what will happen with Dinamo Zagreb because they'll probably lose to West Ham. I hate to say it, but I'm going for that Genk win. Think it will be a narrow 2-1 win, but they'll get the job done. Rapid Wien putting up good fights, but yeah, Genk will just do it at the end. And top Dinamo Zagreb at the end of the group probably. Oh man, that's the most sealable result for me. Guys, like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments below as always. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. I'll be doing a final reaction to my original group stage predictions, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Thank you all for making it to the end. I will see you all very, very soon. Lokomotiv.